Absolutely, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. In today's game, both offenses will look to control the clock as they each rank top 10 in first down matchup. Let's send it out to our broadcast team, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look live there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA.
What is this, Madden? What is this, dude?
And we've got a good one in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Guyton. And Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. The Cowboys now.
Cowboys versus Eagles, final regular season game of the season. Also, guys, I want to apologize for the Cowboys uniform. Madden is very goddamn annoying with the way they do this. That's not their road jerseys, Madden. The person that does the uniform thing in this game is just, come on, dude, that's just lazy. You're gonna have two teams wear their home jerseys. They wear their road jerseys at home. That's not their road jerseys. They just don't wear it like that. Unless it's a rare occasion, maybe a Thursday night Thanksgiving game or a holiday game. Maybe you'll wear their dark navy blue jerseys. But that thing really pisses me off. I hope it doesn't, take you out of the immersion of the game, because this was a fantastic close division game. I know the Eagles are out of the playoffs. Dallas is, basically got their playoffs seed sealed, second round bye. But I'm gonna come in and break down key plays in this game. Yeah, so I'm gonna come in, break down certain things, certain schemes that I was doing. But this was a fantastic game, so please watch the whole video. Please leave a comment, your thoughts on the playoff picture as it unfolds in week 17. I can't wait. I will be doing playoff games too, one from the AFC this year and NFC. And if y'all want to choose which one y'all want me to do, that would be good as well. But please leave a comment, even if you're a Cowboys fan, despicable humans, my Eagles Nation, please leave a comment. Just let me know what you think of this matchup. But I just want you to, watch this, and I'll come in and break, certain plays down, because this was a close, tight ball game, and there's a lot of big plays that dictated the outcome of this game. And, this is why I love breaking this down, because a lot of film study goes into it too.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down right about the 20. A gain of 3, second down. And now the defense for Dallas.
When at his best, Orlando Scandrick is one of the top nickel cornerbacks in the NFL.
Okay, key third down play right here. Right now I'm in the bunch formation, and all I want is the back of the end zone. I had it, but Zach Ertz just couldn't hold on to the ball there. I guess the defender must have punched it out just before he brought it into his body. So I had to settle for 3, and, that's the thing the Eagles got to do in real life too. They got to get better in the red zone area, and that's something that's been plaguing them ever since the Andy Reid era. And I was hoping Doug Peterson would leave that portion of the Andy Reid era behind, but it seemed like it came with them regardless. So that's what happened on that play. Just dropped it, and wish he would have caught it. Okay, I want to give you a quick breakdown of my defensive game plan going into this game for this particular situation. Stopping the run was priority number one, as I was putting my defensive game plan. And one of the things that when I watch my video when I last played them, is they like to run power, they like to trap you, they like to get my defensive tackles upfield. So some of those runs they got in the first game, they didn't run that successfully, but they got it because of the way they ran the power. They would get some of my linebackers caught up in the wash, they would cut it back. So what I wanted to do was stay disciplined between the A gap and the B gap. The A gap is where the center and the guard is at, and the B gap is where the left tackle and the left guard is at. So I wanted to stay disciplined in there, but Ezekiel Elliott made a couple plays, but overall I did it with a lot of 8-man fronts. And because I did that from time to time, it left me exposed in the secondary with, the corners that I have.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So the drive starts. Now Wentz on third down. And Matthews has it right side. And he will have a first down as they get into the... They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he shifts past him. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Okay, I want to give you a quick breakdown as with the offensive game plan. Obviously I wanted to run the ball with, good effectiveness so I can keep their pass rush off my quarterback. And that was not my offensive line there. That was just me holding on to the ball too long, waiting for a guy to get open when I should have just took what they gave me. And that was just a mistake, on my part with Carson Wentz. And basically the offensive game plan was to run the ball consistently and do some things off of play action, because they like to play a lot of Tampa 2. But in this game they kind of switched it up and played a little bit more man and mixed it up with more cover 3. They still played their basic cover 2, because that's what Rob Marinelli likes to run.
Prescott now from the 50. And he'll just toss it away. So here. Now a play fake here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Brandon Graham in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Well, they go.
Just got a big sack from Brandon Graham on that previous play. Here I sat back in zone coverage and I was going to keep the ball in front of me. Seemed like Dak Prescott just overthrew his man, and that was just, regardless of the guy would have caught it, he would have got tackled, because I was just basically playing a picket fence defense there. Just allow him to catch it, go ahead and make the tackle, and that was just simple defense on 3rd and long. Do your job, and you get off the field.
17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
When he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play.
All right, right here, just going to run it right at them. Not going to get off fancy. Just need, an inch for the first down. Almost didn't get it, but because, the way he tackled me, bounced, you could see the way it just, not bounced, but, gave me that forward progress for the first down. Right here, I decided, let me run a toss. Get Darren Sproles on the outside, because he's really effective when he gets the ball to the outside near the perimeter. And basically Dallas is just, if you watch their linebackers, they almost look like they're always in pass coverage. Right there, I caught him in a blitz, and so I had the perfect play call right there. Had Jordan Matthews just run a quick drag route, made that adjustment at the line of scrimmage, because I felt like you see a tendency on a defense when you get a long drive, they'll tend to blitz. If they can't seem to get, to stop you, they'll try to blitz you to mess up your momentum. Here, just another quick, drag route. And sometimes the way they play cover 2 in Rob Marinelli's system, that's how I will play against them.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Darren Sproles hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown.
Like I was saying before, the way Dallas runs, you see counter, they pull their guards, and that's how they got that one. And plus, I guessed the wrong way they were countering, so I had the safety come down, and half of my line was shifted to that side, and that's why Ezekiel Elliott had a pretty good run there for the first down. But on this drive, this was big for Dallas, because they needed to get their offense going. Because basically I just been, stifling them on defense by just not giving none up the big play and not giving into their run game. So they went no huddle. They got some things here. Right here was key, because I meant to shift to the linebacker, because I like to drift to the back of the end zone, because that's the area an offense is going to attack when they get that close. So they had Jason Witten. He snuck behind the defenders, and he got open on that one. But here was just suck them into one direction, then bounced it out without using the juke move, so it would carry my momentum out of bounds, and it was just a good return way. What a way to get that momentum back against Dallas. And what I'm trying to do here, even if I don't get 7 points, I still at least want to get 3 out of it, some type of point. So basically, just ran a lot of quick outs till I got the field goal, and basically, a gimme type distance, and just ran a quick out route with Jordan Matthews there, got it, set it up for the field goal, and this led to be big points going into halftime because this game was close. I recognized this defensive formation right out the bat just by the way those 2 linebackers were lined up. I knew that blitz was coming because in the first game, and I will leave a link in the description, when you watch it, you'll see that they lined up that way, and I knew that blitz was coming. So basically, I was trying to get them in a formation where they would get in that defensive formation where they would blitz, because I was just waiting for the perfect time to run that play call, and I got him there. And that's just film study and knowing what your opponent's going to do. Right here, I try to run a reverse, and if you watch Zach Ertz, I outran his block. If I would have just let him make that block and been patient, that could have sprung for a big gain, and it wouldn't probably led up to this play because I wouldn't have to face a 3rd down, and it led to this almost being, a turnover. But luckily my guys recovered it and avoided, a potential bad play turning into a disaster. And Dallas just made a good defensive play, and Sean Lee is a very good defensive player, probably their best defensive player on the Cowboys, and that's just a tough run by Ezekiel Elliott there. But that's what happened on that play, and recognize the blitz on the offensive side, and on the defensive side, Dallas, Sean Lee just made a play and just hit Sproles, and the ball came out.
First down, Prescott. Bryant with a catch right side, and they're able to get this one across the 35. They'll get 16 yards there. And the Eagles will go with an extra DB here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd.
Thinking pass all the way.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete.
No.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
In the first matchup, I'll leave a link to that description. Dallas ran a fake field goal on me, and they got me just by the edge because they made a couple of key blocks on the edge that got Dan Bailey the touchdown just before Jordan Hicks tackled him in the end zone. On this play, I was just watching for any tendencies during that game just to pick up and down in distances in situations where they might run it again. And it was just being super prepared, knowing that, the situation, the down and distance, when Dallas might run that, and this time being on my P's and Q's, not being fooled by anything else, and just focusing on the holder and just making sure I set the edge. Good job by Roddy McLeod, and good on there, setting the edge and making the tackle and forcing the Cowboys to no points on that play.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And able to break one tackle.
What they did.
All right, here we go. Now a play fake here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jack Crawford in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the... And he motions the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Screen pass to Sproles. And he gets it down to the 32. Well contained there. And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well.
On this play, they had a quick slant going. Cole Beasley was open. Just a bad throw by Dak Prescott. That's a gift to Jalen Mills. He didn't do anything special on that play. But give him credit. He made the interception and turnover. Didn't get a touchdown out of it, but got a field goal to extend the lead and give myself a little bit more room for error.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Oh, incomplete. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And high five. drives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And they're able to get this field. Elliott. Prescott looks to throw on first. He hits Beasley right side. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield.
I know exactly where they were going. Jason Witten was lined up, so I tried to bait Dak Prescott to throw it somewhere else. But I was in the area, just didn't get enough depth to get under that and, pick it off. But right here, I want you to pay attention to this defense that I'm playing. A blitz, safety blitz in that formation because they were in play action. I got Roddy McLeod going after the running back, and Malcolm Jenkins will go after the quarterback. I want you to pause that on that play because pay close attention to detail. That's going to be a key factor later in this game. So remember that play and see why it's so important later down the line. And here, this was a bull crap call. I extra slowed it down. The foot is on the line. That is out. That's not a touchdown. They had it the right call. Dallas challenged it, and because it's Dallas and Jerry Jones, they win that challenge. Bull crap. That should have never been a touchdown. That was bullshit. I'm sorry. I hated that. That was, come on, that was his toe was right on the white line. He was out of bounds. That was just a clear, horrendous reversal of the call. You know, these referees been horrible all season. Why not be horrible in Madden too?
So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And Matthews has it right side. 12 yards.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And it's caught by Saleh.
Try to get an important drive going because I needed points and take time off the clock. Try to get Darren Sproles on a fake going inside, then he bounces it to the out. But they played it well, so Caleb Sturgis was reliable today. In the first game, he missed a lot of kicks, but I don't blame that on him necessarily. My control was acting funny that day, but today it wasn't acting weird. I was able to make a lot of the field goals that I usually miss because my controller just, I think I need a new controller, but it kind of just does not kick the ball accurate enough in those situations. Right here, got the Dallas to go 3-and-out, so even if I don't get points, I want to milk the clock, and that's what I'm looking at right here. If I would have stuck to the screen going to the right instead of the left, bigger game because they had the blitz coming from that side where I initially had it, but the zone coverage was going to the other side where they were more protected if I was running it there. So just overthought it and probably shouldn't, and that's what happened on that play.
Move on to the next play.
Back to throw. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he's going to have a first down as he's... Now flags fly. He'll look to throw. Out left side here to Bryant. It's a pickup of 12 back.
Okay, guys, remember earlier in the game I told you to keep your eye out on a particular defensive formation I was lined up in that safety blitz that I was in. This is why, because I recognized that formation again, and I figured they would probably do that on a short down and distance to see if they can get something big. So I lined up in the same thing and brought the same blitz and had the same scheme. Brought the same scheme on that blitz. You know, I had Rodney McLeod going after the running back and Malcolm Jenkins going straight for the quarterback, just the B line. And I didn't shift my line like I did in the first one because I just wanted to keep everything gap sound and just penetrate. Because play action, you got your back turned, so you don't know what's going to happen. So it gives that blitz a little bit more added time for you to get there. Now, if you have a good running game and they were running the ball effectively, they would have went for the running back that would, get them off of the quarterback and gave the quarterback enough time. But they didn't run it effectively, so Therefore, I was just making a beeline for the quarterback, and just in case they did give it to him, I had Rodney McLeod just to stuff him up. So, I try to play both situations. When certain situations you just need to play one. Just me, I like to, give him the most limited amount of options to go to. But I got the Eagles winning this game for the final regular season game, and yeah, as an Eagles fan, it's disappointing not making it to the playoffs. But as a hardcore football fan, cannot wait for the NFL playoffs. Can't wait to see who's going to make it to Super Bowl 51, and hopefully Super Bowl 51 will be better than Super Bowl 50. That was a disgrace to have that as a Super Bowl last year. But got the Eagles winning. Go Eagles. Let's end this season on a good note and beat Dallas.